FM, Max FM, my bedroom. Ethiopia ranking chim in FDN 89.7. Max FM, it's Max FM, my bedroom. Ethiopia ranking chim in FDN 89.7. Catching in your people. Yebba, Yebba, crash. I broke see you when some so I just say, yeah, Maxi 89.7, Maxi 89.7, Max FM 89.7,
Max FM 89.7, Max FM 89.7.
89.7 Max FM
89.7 Max FM Max FM 89.7 Max FM Max FM 89.7.
Minutes past 10, 23rd of February 2022. Abrazo here this Sports Park One Bro on Max FM 89.7. You're live on second Takrade L Maximum 104.3. We are also live around the world on the internet on www.maxfmlive.com. When we say you media di bro, we bet me so share L Facebook no TB. Now wait me do a drink chest so faso L Max FM 89.7 on Facebook. Your page mo just say do me no album. UEFA Champions League will dominate our foreign discussion this morning because Chelsea etimi winning over Lille Stamford Bridge goals from Christian Pulisic and Alfin Pukai Havertz Emma Thomas Tuchel Martin Enya Kunimdi. Elsewhere, Spain, Villarreal, etimi beti womuka Abra Brante friend Dusan Vlahovic Ashe under 1 minute goal Edema Juventus on his Champions League debut. And Comobri Spain and Neabeto Aswedia Mao Esan said Uko Stadio Wanda Metropolitano Ampaya Ejanenumrim Manchester United Etuanamo any Atletico Madrid Edia Boynim Sanso so Ena Yawada matches are Ebaso Ewo English Premier League num any Akinsa Odua Echano Europe so Yedin Susan Sonia Ebro. Good news is that Ajax Aquaco PML Portugal and they went with Kudus Mohamed. Edward Mendy is making some staggering numbers. Unsa Branton and Yakipi 14 clean sheets. Our Champions League Duma. Ono sonin sem kakra wa yedi ebro. I am Max 89.7. Yabagana Adian. I'm for the Ghana League Clubs Association. Ebe a common santana sibium. Na omun share and shisha omudi abano. On the 4th of March, I'm penny for the ababe to just say. Asante Kotoko. Any Atsobok Edibo Boyni in the President's Cup to celebrate Ghana's 65th independence anniversary. Now, I'm for Nana Darkwa Gyasi na house Nikotoko boy. Say second round of the league in Zombe Sambo. In take banka Galka Yomushishi Galka Sisi Debbie. They say the only teams in the game Kotoko Benya 50,000 Ghana cities Edia Boabo and home as appearance fee. House of Obenya 50,000 Ghana cities. Obia Benya 25% of the gate proceeds. Not Galka for 50% of the gate proceeds. Yeah, so say I can't say we Esubitima Bampaso, Nsunso so Ben and Baba Ghana football. Yeah, na yashen komo ba kumyenu bi so a apie eba efa Ghana obabo ayeye e dey atwen the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff abra Ghana ɛne Nigeria so ɛde ɛbɔ ani nkɔmmɔ bebree ɛwɔ fie ɛna yɛaboaboa no a yɛde bro on max 89.7. We're live in secondary Takrady on maximum 104.3. We are also live around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. And I share for Bobby. Na Sitsofe obetima mae smabe se enum ekosi eduntem na wacheche dentia Ghana ha league ayebo empenifo ntimi stop betting. Who say betting essence in Ghana for komo. On the last day of the Ghana Premier League, you know, Ashgood any Mutala is against some born of Boasia. Eye trukan eye basagu Ghana ni masen mnuka say empenifo entimi emfa subo emobia enti uche players impo ene omo ekọ adwemu a player no dane ne ho obo share ono ani pom no ene obobo Niger omo si akan ni bia ene omo si akan e Ghana Premier League numbi enti ene sicho e de bekom kakra ni ahwe betting and Ghana football ye kuenim in the second round of the Ghana Premier League. It's 10 minutes past 10. 89.7 on Max FM. Ikadia Jineja Mutala Yakubu Abana Fisa is on duty with the Women's Football League. Kwekwentima Meki and Saivan Sameuga lead production with support from NY, Nana K, Elijah, Kobe Sam, and the rest of the team. You're from Nana Darkwa Gyasi. It's always good to be here. Minkamfu TCL Smart AC no MFM. It's the AC Revolution. It's the TCL Smart AC series. Oh yes, an ultra silent smart AC. It cools without air. Now, sir, air conditioner with me the mobile phone air control. I'ma be air con kama. You don't even need a remote to control this air conditioner. It doesn't only cool, but it also provides heating. And they was a to adwendwene de was so yeah Debbie anwin bebre is an say heating functional bet me so ma dem why dem ayeshi kakra effective self-cleaning function and your conditioners here be mu see cleaning ni bi and no ho na e cleaning no an ho inti kopel dem the TCL Smart AC energy efficient 3-star energy rating. It saves up to 60% of your energy consumption. Anti-Copel the TCL Smart AC. It comes with a 410 refrigerant and a 3-year warranty. Ubetimenye biato our TCL showrooms nationwide. You can also shop online at store.tclghana.com and our friend Penny for our 059 69 13298 and our 059 69 13320 and our 020 269 8398. TCL, the creative life. Our Dakuma Junction, Eben Techno House, North Industrial Area, TCL A, opposite Malcolm Plus, across Central, TCL Eben, Topman Book, our Rolling Spark, Sana Okotema Community 1, TCL, any Prudential House, Edianimshe, La Paz, Boy Junction, same building with Star Times and Techno. Takrady, TCL, our Market Circle, Ben Post Office, Kumasi, Adum, opposite ODK Ventures, Sunyani, adjacent Malcolm, Tamale, Fosmore Shopping Center, Sabonja Junction, Ho, Main Lorry Station, Kofodia, New Eastern Premier Hotel, Mile 50, opposite the new Total Filling Station. Ewo Abase, Fred 059 69 13308. TCL, the creative life. Last Chance Travel and Tours is your best travel and tour company in Ghana. Visa assistance, air ticketing and reservations, travel and tour arrangements, travel study. And a simple, upese ukoye jumadin, any bra. Last Chance Travel and Tours and said uko Canada, New Zealand, Estonia, Portugal, Singapore, Turkey, Qatar, Dubai, Austria, Denmark, Italy, USA, UK, Last Chance Bebo Mwako, Accra, Kisiman Junction, close to my life insurance. Telephone number 055 39 85231. Kumasi, Kenyasi, Gyasi News site, eben page 4. Our money is 054 35 65 968. Last chance travel and tours. Your number one travel and tours company in Ghana. Time check is 15 minutes past 10 on 89.7. Kel Chaco toothpaste and Kel Kiss toothpaste. If it's Samara Company Limited for fresh breath, whiter teeth, makes the gum strong, prevents cavities, and is a quality product from Samara Company Limited and approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. Techno Come On 18, shake it and love it. Another quality product from Techno Mobile. Brana Bejudia or Mobile Zone shops, Max Buy, and any Techno accredited shop nationwide. Okay, I'm on common and shots. Later on today, there are games coming up. Yes. In the English Premier League, there's Burnley, Otrafi El Tefmore, no Atunsa for Tottenham Hotspur, Watford, any Crystal Palace, Esso Eddie Boyni El Vicarage Road, Sansoso Ena Liverpool, Etnefi El Anfield, no Atunsa for a year Bobo Co Leeds United. Now only Omo Eddie Aboyni, we a games are a basso ewo English Premier League. Yedi hum komunina ebro. .7 Chelsea are setting English record as they become the first team to win 5 home games in a row with 5 clean sheets in European Cup history. And liu for the show mono abakosema epie free mu ebaye enie. Straight away, let's go to the UEFA Champions League.
Exit 89.7 Max FM.
And 10 radio course of Stamford Bridge was Chelsea, who showed they are still the team to beat in the champions. The only defending champions, they cried only a world champions. Nana Chelsea 8 minutes, they were emphatic. Only team winning goals from Abrantier Kai Havertz after Swa Mrs. Sita right in the 16-yard box with meeting and one identity epim cross as ZH Ebosimu. Later Abrantier Ngolo Kante Dani no chairman for or the Bakutu police can na pa Watineka, kama. Edi ama Chelsea ama kwa 2-0. Unim se Emrante mi enu dudo na jide se Lukaku ni okra. Wambechira mbobre. No Timo Bena mu ina abaye. But the star of the game was N'Golo Kante, or winning man of the match after Enra gamer a Barcelona. Na match na man for so any DH Juventus. Womu any Villarreal. Abrante friend Dusan Vlahovic. One train ama 1 minute kwenru. Eno chere yourself and then you say ampa waba betna our Champions League. He got an under 1 minute goal for the Bobo Kona and Ra, which overall performance or Danny Dia. Na so any pa, but Villarreal on chere say Debbie Obetina Fiema and Guase we have to need Emma so Abrante friend Pareyo, wano etimi etikano edma Bobo Kuno, ama Kinsey Berrieno, it was Villarreal 1, Juventus 1. And the match is a Basso, the talking point is at the Stadio Wanda Metropolitano. That's where Atletico Madrid come up against Manchester United. There's Benfica also up against Ajax Amsterdam. But your reactions, Kakra, the eba right from last night's matches, then later on to today's matches, and the eba. Yentie Chelsea coach, your friend Thomas Tuchel on the win over Lille and Stamford Bridge.
We have another clean sheet, and a well-deserved clean sheet. It was hard work to not allow chances. They were a strong team, the opponent, and for us it's a little bit in the games, a little bit of up and down. We have some very good moments, some a bit weaker moments, some unforced errors, some easy ball losses where we sometimes suffer, but we never gave big chances away, and we were solid, and was hard teamwork, and was a tough game, but a deserved win. I think we started excellent, like the first 10 minutes. Then we had chances, we created chances, we had the goal, and then we got again a bit too passive, were a bit too deep, and not active enough in the last line, and 2-6 were too deep, so they played through us, through our half, which we don't like, and from there we suffered a bit in ball possession. But like I said, we never conceded chances, never conceded big chances.
That's the Chelsea head coach, Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea manager, said they cannot. Part of the world. Dusan Vlahovic, Brante Bia, or say the amount he cried the air Kitua. Under 1 minute, no, I share Eddie Juventus. If we say of Fiorentina Bayern, he's opened his account in the Champions League with a good finish under 1 minute. Into Vlahovic.
Yeah, obviously it was a good start because I scored in first minute, but we didn't win, and I'm not so happy. But we need to look forward and to continue to work hard and to try to win these games, next games. Yeah, we played good, but also I need to do compliments for Villarreal. They are a really good team. But we have another game to play in Turin that will decide everything.
Dusan Vlahovic is striker for the old ladies, Juventus. And then you may Ralf Ragnick, any Manchester United Foco Pio, Wanda Metropolitano, Manchester United coach, and same way Enodia Tuja ahead of the game.
No, the Champions League can never be a distraction. That's why the team qualified and were desperate to qualify for this season's Champions League. And if we want to qualify for the Champions League next season, how can it then be a distraction once you're in the playoffs? This is why we are playing here and why we're all here working for this club. We want to play Champions League, and we are playing tomorrow against one of the best teams in Europe. And of course, we want to show everybody that we are able to beat this team. By the way, it's still, maybe it's not the biggest chance, but it's still a chance. If you win the Champions League, you can also qualify for the Champions League. But in order to do that, we have to first make sure that we play 2 top games against Atletico, and hopefully at the end of those 2 games be able to proceed into the next round.
That's the United manager, Ralf Ragnick. Anytime he speaks, Utimu Sampa, Kasane, and Chechedo Yadio, na park and sono. And Monfu Biza say, you went home so Ched Klopp new to Cardiano. And so when they Manchester United Ketika cushion. I think Manchester United said they are good, they should beat Atletico home and away. Isaac Clever from East Legon. So that reminds me. More I think I'm more say Mutia some of the messages your WhatsApp line so 050 6367 196 050 6367 196. We're also active on Facebook, so you can send us your messages on Facebook as you watch and share. We are live on Facebook on Max FM 89.7. 24 minutes after 10. Max Sports Park 1 and Jedi Bruno. Hi Cardi. Good morning.
Nana, good morning.
Yeah, Boko.
Yeah. I'm in TT also. Thanks for your time. We are here to serve. So straight away into the Champions League nights and run. Not better to me local time.
Local time.
Fantastic. All right. Man, very quick.
Yes, sir.
So last night, I think a lot of the things we predicted and as I pointed out, some of them played out and dry. I thought that Chelsea were going to have an easy win, and it was an easy win, not in terms of the way they. As a matter of fact, I think Chelsea controlled the game because they were not the most among KP, the possession they would have loved to have kept. Their away side saw a lot of the ball, but they were never near hurting Chelsea or whatsoever.
Yeah, they only look good on the ball.
So Chelsea controlled them in areas that they wanted them to be. And when you're looking at principles of defending, Chelsea did the most, because one of the things you want to do, I mean, we have the 40s. One of the things they did a lot of the times was to delay Lille when they were on the ball. But that's it. And there were times only where they wanted Lille to be, even though Lille saw a lot of the ball at times. And of course, Tuchel won't be too happy that Chelsea considered so much possession. But Oshe, the number of games I'm about in recent weeks, and then the fact that they've got a cup final coming up in the weekend against Liverpool. On the hand side, you look at Chelsea and see the fact that they didn't exert too much energy in beating Lille. The tempo of the game wasn't high. The tempo of the game was very much controlled by the Chelsea football. No? So some of their more important players on board game with Thiago Silva and Havertz will still feel somewhat fresh going into the weekend. Liverpool are already in this midweek coming up against Leeds United, a team you know, so for sure.
And
we know how Liverpool plays as well. Almost for me, are very much intensive with the way they play. But in the game, one thing I liked about what Tuchel did was say, and as I said yesterday, Tuchel has become a manager very flexible, or pick a system based on the players available to him to get the job done. And I thought he was always going to play the 3-back yesterday. But in the back three in midfield, had a problem for me. The back three was no surprise. Midfield, there were no surprise. Fullbacks, no surprises. But the way we deployed the front three, and I was happy about, because predominantly, Tuchel's system no bono. A 3 at the back, 4 across midfield, 2 in behind the striker. Predominantly. 2 or last season, most of the time, no bono. So you've got 2 players in behind the striker, and these 2 players are not wide players. These 2 players play in the half-10 spaces. It's a lot of the time last season, it was Kai Havertz, Mason Mount in behind Timo Werner for most of the time. And there were times we realized Timo Werner couldn't have done the runs around the number 9 because of the confidence and all. So he pushed Kai Havertz up there and dropped Werner into the half spaces. In Champions League games like Real Madrid or ball, Pulisic in those spaces. But what he did yesterday was that Obrekisa, that 3-4-2-1, to play a 3-4-3 flat. It's not any Chelsea football, front line Chelsea football. No. It wasn't the 2-1. I'll be not 2 in behind the main striker. It was flat. So it was Pulisic who was playing as a typical forward. It was Hakim Ziyech who was playing as a typical forward. And it was Kai Havertz who was playing down the middle. And that, of course, brought out the very, as I said yesterday, one of the reasons why these forward players in Chelsea have struggled, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Ziyech, have all struggled under Tuchel is because he's often deployed them as half-10s. But in drive, we saw these plays. When they've had to drop into the half spaces to play, it's fine. But when they are stretching the weight on the line, that is where they are stronger. It's Ziyech and Dra. Christian Pulisic and Dra, Kai Havertz playing in the number 9 role and Dra.
Yeah.
And we saw they were a lot better with the way with deployable, playing them flat up front and not in the half-10 spaces in behind Kai Havertz. Now, as the game was going on, I looked at Chelsea and I was thinking, Lukaku is in big trouble. You see, Lukaku is in big trouble because, and this is not the first time I've said this, I think this might be the 10th if I say it. I've already said Chelsea play a lot better when they are without Lukaku, and that is largely because when you want to play a player like Lukaku is not a player you play into, you feed off him. Oh, that's it. You play. Chelsea air ball with Lukaku. He's always a target man, and that is not Lukaku for you. We saw him at Man United; he struggled to do that. In Inter Milan, Antonio Conte's game is typically one of counter-attacking football. So when Lukaku has had to feed into Lautaro Martinez and run off Lautaro Martinez now, he's been brilliant with that. In Chelsea don't play the counter-attacking football. What does it? When Chelsea are pushing forward, they push forward in droves and in patterns. But when Lukaku boy at his best and at his peak, he's had to go on counter-attacking football. It's a boy in Nano Spurs and City boy. Hurricane Shea too. No. When Lukaku was at Spurs team with the way I'm ball counter-attacking football now, he will thrive. But in Chelsea, the football no ain't just centered around one player. But all involving, Lukaku is struggling. And very much in Inter team was centered around him. They were working around him, or they were working into him. But Chelsea team, any one particular player you're working ball to. Chelsea team, all involving. And Lukaku has struggled to be part of the build-up. He struggled to be part of the system because his thinking said the team should be working into him, but he has to work his way into joining the setup. And in Draw Shady, Kai Havertz, game Nima. In the first 20 minutes, no one having even more touches, right? In the game than Lukaku had in the entire 90 minutes over the weekend.
The Palace game, eh?
Absolutely. And Kai Havertz touches now. Most of them were not in the box. Or most of them were not in the central spaces. Most of them was when he had opened himself to go wide and pick up the balls, allowing Hakim Ziyech to overlap him, underlap him, or come shots. But when you have Lukaku as a lead man, Lukaku doesn't offer that much in terms of going out wide sometimes to vacate the number 9 post. And I'll come to what Kai Havertz did. Lukaku never vacates the number 9 position in this Chelsea team. And a star follow attack, and it's why people who follow me on Twitter would know. Somebody say when Chelsea play without Lukaku, they are a lot more fluid. When they play with him, the attack is a bit rigid and static and predictable. Now, Kai Havertz first, the goal he scored was a brilliant head. I think the marking was poor. And at the time, Lowe were doing the hybrid defending in set pieces. They were doing both the man marking and both the zonal. But what Kai Havertz did was that he was going to charge from outside the box and as a charge from the penalty spot. If Jabba Piquet, Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz was unmarked. And those who were doing the man marking had done their job. But those who were doing the zonal marking had not defended the zona. Kai Havertz, Kumako had the ball. So it was a good corner kick into the zone and unmarked. And a good one for Havertz to finish the ball. But only Chelsea go now, which typifies why Lukaku is struggling in this Chelsea team. And I Chelsea struggle to play with Lukaku. Anybody who has an opportunity to go and watch the game or see the goal, that's the second goal. I'm playing N'Golo Conte. And listen, for me, my man of the match for Chelsea was going to be Kai Havertz. Because the Conte here N'Golo Conte. You see, Pay Sanders got the ball and it's surprising me.
And now there's Okomestra.
Oh, Daddy, got the ball. The boy is that good. Like, the ball.
I was thinking about Renato Sanchez, but now the ball is productive.
You see, Renato Sanchez ball, they do and I'm saying
they're productive.
What did I say? It caused problems for Alonso. Yeah. And I was wondering why he had not been dragged into the central area. Because I think the Chelsea at some point struggling.
Where's Chilwell?
You don't want to rush. So for me, I saw N'Golo Conte do N'Golo Conte. But the amount Chelsea attacked the fluid, especially the Kai Havertz Chelsea team, I absolutely enjoyed it. Go now. Again, N'Golo Conte picks up the ball from midfield and it's running very direct. Very, very direct. Almost in the straight pattern. Now he's running down the middle of Lille for goal. And Kai Havertz or striker, who said N'Golo Conte airbano, he was in between the centre backs. But he makes two checks, one to the front, one to the back, and pulls around the widest defender and moves to his right. Of vacating the striker space, the centre forward space, so that N'Golo Conte could keep driving forward. Now, here's the thing. If Lukaku is in this team, Lukaku doesn't make the run Kai Havertz makes. And if Lukaku is in this team, and he's still occupying that centre forward place, Kai Havertz and vacating, N'Golo Conte is tempted to play the ball into Lukaku. And that chance is gone. Right. Or, Ebasa, the defenders have a lot more cover. Because when you have the centre man now picking up, the rest of the other players read other dangers. But when there's nobody to deal with, nobody ball in back, you are kept ball watching. And one thing about defending is that when you know where the danger is, and you get close to the danger, other players realize the danger, so they are good to go. But when the danger is not being taken, everybody keeps looking around.
Right.
So a little for goal now. A second goal now. Once Kai Havertz vacated South Striker's place, he gave N'Golo Conte the room to keep progressing the ball. And look at the run from Christian Pulisic. Wonderful run from out wide, came into the half space, took in the first touch, and it finished very well. And when you talk about the little details, the fine margins, these are some of the things with Lukaku. I'm not saying he's a terrible player, but with him, you need to play a certain way. And that's not how Chelsea and Tuchel's Chelsea wants to play.
All right.
It is why he's struggling. That's why I think over the weekend, Kai Havertz starts. It was a good win for Chelsea. They didn't bend so much energy. They've got enough in the time to go on and do the job. Sunday against Liverpool.
All right.
It's anybody's game in that one. So credit to Tuchel. Thumbs up to N'Golo Conte, Kai Havertz. Lukaku's in trouble, I think. You see, Abraham, Juve signing DV7. Dusan Vlahovic.
Yeah.
When I say I was singing so much praise, it's a crazy deal.
Yeah.
It's that boy, that obviously not too many people are big fans of Serie A, so they've not followed what he's done with Fiorentina. But pure Serie A, nobody would have known what DB7 is all about. He's played in Fiorentina, and this is the only one player that has more goals chain, Ciro Immobile. Immobile has scored 19, he's got 18. And he's scored 17 of those 18 goals in Fiorentina. It hasn't happened. And Obesha won in the Serie A for Juventus. Now, it's not about only the number of goals Oshe, but the kind of goals that Oshe. It is why in the 34th minute, when the long boys come to him, the control with the chest and the final flourish tells you, set or you're natural. If you've got players almost young boy, but you've got players are your natural finishers. And DB7 is a natural. It is why, and the attitude in the game, and it makes me impressed with him. That's why I think that when Chiesa is fit, when you've got DB7, you've got Chiesa in an attack, it's a problem for every defender because the two of them have got the same attitude. They are hunting the ball, they are pressing it, and they got the goal. But disappointingly for Juve, they started sitting off once they got the goal. And you wonder, say, the first goal the time was it a curse for them and as a blessing? Because and Juve ain't not going in them, they would have pushed further, they would have probed further, they would have set their line a bit higher. But once they got the goal that early,
I'm here relaxed now.
They sat in at a very comfortable position. But the one only comfortable sitting in that position was that Villarreal didn't also threaten, even though they saw more of the ball. It was one lapse of concentration. Deletes a movie from where he shouldn't have moved from. Rabiot not tracking the deep midfield run from Parejo.
Yeah,
over the
his
top.
movement, eh?
Yeah, Deletes got it wrong. And Rabiot was also sleeping. He didn't realize the deep run.
Right.
Parejo, and that was a deserving goal for Villarreal after the possession of keeping. I'm happy because he keeps the tie alive.
Right.
It's the interim. We will see who goes through to the next round. But for me, I was excited for these Vlahovic.
Let's do Atletico Manchester in the next 4 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So that game is quite simple because these two teams, time on the air draw, and I was thinking Atletico Madrid will go straight away and win this time. But I was quick to also advise people, say, time the air draw, the time the ball games, no. So a lot of things can change. And at the time, I was thinking Atletico Madrid were going to pick some form, looking at the quality of war. But they've always flattered to deceive. Atletico Madrid, their defense, you see, we speak about Man United for problems in defense. But Atletico Madrid defend worse than Manchester United. It's unthinkable. Think about it. Atletico Madrid team are defending worse than Manchester United. What I say? And it's why I look at the time and I look at a player of perfect shawty, Ronaldo, in Man United's team and think that I think United are going to beat Atletico Madrid. But United in themselves have their own problems to focus on. They also give away goals. What I say? They also give away goals. But one thing I really could be happy about is that we've seen United at first half, they play well. Second half, then they are dissolved of some sort. Now, open and slap him. It happened against Leeds United. But the other positiveness said they could respond. In other games, when United have scored open and slap, they can't respond. Against Aston Villa for CA, they couldn't respond. Against Burnley, the same. Several other games open and slap, they can't respond. They showed, say, they've got another gear to push to in the game against Leeds, in the derby, where the fans were all over, the energy was good, that could be the momentum they carry into this game. The only reason why I think United would win is not because United are very good, it's only because Atletico Madrid are that poor. It's really United fan, I think United will win, but it's not because United more pound, it's because opponents only are very poor, even at home. The Metropolitano after Mubieno hasn't been a fortress as many would have expected. So I think United are going to go there and get the job done. At the back, they just look so short. Atletico Madrid. They look so short at the back. And Man United are beginning to show the creativity here. Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes is beginning to pick some form. Pop fits by, we've seen a different class in him. So all of a sudden, United have got very key players who are firing for them in crucial parts. I think Sancho starts, Elanga starts, Ronaldo, Bruno in behind him, Dominic, Pogba are going to start, I think, in midfield. Then in the back line, I think Varane comes in alongside Maguire. There will be Shaw and then there will be Dallo in this game, Teles and Dallo. That should be enough to take him over the line. Maybe Thiago goes back to Atletico Madrid. Will be interesting. The first time Ocean after Fio will be interesting to watch. And I think Liverpool also wins today against Leeds United, who are also not playing well. So Liverpool are more ball well, cry. I think so they have enough to grind the results.
Liverpool are mobile cry. They have enough to grind results. They are up against Leeds United in the Premier League game later on this evening. Let's go to our WhatsApp messages before Jude comes in. Hey, this one says, I met Robert Sitso's elder brother somewhere last. I thought it was Sitso, one humble gentleman. Shouts to him. Good morning, Max Crew. Sam, inside Adabraka. I see you never walk alone, Chief Ame. Hi, Max FM. I greet you all. I wish Atletico will win Manchester United. But for bet purposes, I'm supporting Brakweku's team for the first time to win today. I'm Traveler from Aguna Odobin. We say good morning, boss, TCL boss. Okay, I'm a sorry about first time texting and happy. Mr. Kuku is around to make noise about Chelsea. He's not around. Greetings to Icardi, the sports monster from Asorba. Okay. This one says, Nana, Manu is losing by 2-1. I'm Nana at Big Lomos Kutu. All right. Good morning, Max FM. Victory for Ajax. You didn't add your name. We say good morning to you, Nana, and your crew in the house. Hope you are doing good by the grace of our Almighty God. Yes. Nana, today, if Mr. Archimedes is not able to beat Atletico Madrid today, then I don't see why people like Kweku and Co. will call him a mentor to Tuchel and Klopp, because both Klopp and Tuchel have beaten Atletico Madrid home and away. I will call him Beans and Banku Patrick at Ashaiman. Thank you. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. My greetings to you and everyone in the studios, especially Icardi. Today, the best team in the world, Manchester United, is going to demolish Atletico Madrid. Hands down. All United fans should stay cool. We are winning the Champions League. From Akins, Tama Community 20, Italian Flat, Block D. Yeah, that's it. Jude is coming soon. Good morning, Nana. I'm Lawson. Manu will lose. Lawson, we live to see. We'll see. Good morning, Nana. I'm Benjamin from Lungwa 5000. I'm in love with your show. Really? Thank you. God bless you. Greetings to Sitso. Hi, Nana. Tell Sitso that United is not a team to bet on. Who Atletico Madrid will score them. Mark my words. He's not telling you to go and bet, my guy, Caleb from Dodoa. Good morning, Max FM. Today, Man United will win. My name is Zion, inside Ekwapim Kitasi. Nah, my name is Papaya from Dansoman. I want to know where Sitso watches his games. I just want to watch a game with him just to see how he watches the matches. Ordinary for everything. If you see there, I just want to call. Maybe you should organize. That question will be now for a better channel. Why? Greetings, Max FM. Greetings, Mr. Darkwa. Is it because Thiago Silva doesn't? Is it because what Thiago Silva does isn't acknowledged enough, or because Stars men perceive a 4-man defense to be more difficult than a 3-back? He's incredible for his age, and going by history, I haven't seen a player of his position perform better than N'Golo Kante. For the 6th time in the 7th knockout games, including the final last season, he has been named man of the match. I'll say it again. N'Golo Kante performing like this, watch that run. Chelsea are clear favorites to win the UCL. In the Vandal City, Mohamed Ali is a regular listener. I didn't skip your message, Mohamed. I just read it. Good morning, Aquaman. Jude.
Oh, Nana.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it is the day the Lord has made. And I was pretty emphatic about Chelsea win. I told you, say, World Club champions, European champions, sometimes also making light work of teams beer, no bobre, the same, pedestal. But can you say, other person will tell us to say, number one, more Kai have it Abasu.
Okay.
Now, you remember Abasu because he's been one player, he's been scoring most important goals for Chelsea. He scored in the Champions League final for Chelsea, scored in the World Club Championship final for Chelsea, scored a very important goal for Chelsea in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and the Yakubu final. So he's becoming that player
And Drew Brea, you want players to step up, and he comes in and he gives you a win. He gives you that goal that gives you the win or the trophy. So I'll see about Abaso from Bayer Leverkusen, Sika Editono, the hype and Frank Lampard pressure and that so. But it seems that Tuchel has done magic with that boy, and Roger is growing into confidence and maybe the ball in front of the front three and that is how Kai Havertz is creating name for himself. He's doing wonders for Chelsea by scoring very important goals. Remember, 2 players at the back. Abaso. I am doing this because
Rudiger and Christensen or Cesar.
No, they bought Silva. Eddie Mendy Abaso. For Mendy, for me, I feel that Chelsea was the best goalkeeper in the world now, currently. Goalkeeper Bay. Mendy had a World Club Championship. Waji African Cup of Nations. Waji the Champions League. Onji DMU. Maybe you add the Carabao Cup this weekend. For me, Mendy. You should listen to
Donnarumma.
Oh, crack. Okay. You should listen to the Chelsea back four. The kind of confidence it's all because of Mendy. And now here, little game now. It will be Bokros. And the likes of Thiago Silva, Rudiger, they know Mendy will come for that ball. And for Mendy in the post, he's been absolutely brilliant. And when I played against the former team, he showed say he is the best goalkeeper in the world at this moment. And also about Abaso. Yeah, Thiago Silva at his age and the kind of performance at Odima, the leadership quality at the back. Sometimes the decisions, sometimes the goal line clearances, sometimes the way of motivating boys on the field of play. The likes of John Terry Mukra are amazed by the performance. And out here, Sky Sports in the Bain, or more yet discussion. Even Real Ferdinand was amazed by the performance of Thiago Silva. And DNA, so Rudiger 28. No biti baby say, Wabako crack. Eti Bono Sika Wajikama and Famanoa. Misri who? Because if you look at Thiago Silva, who is now mentoring, who is now making sure say players like Rudiger, players like Christensen, play above themselves. And then I think so I was here Bonabasu. When catch us assembly be brace and say, I told you we were going to make lightweight of Lille and then Messi.
Okay.
Nana, and then the point gap at the Premier League is Liverpool close that 6-point gap to 3. Now all the pressure took Pep Guardiola. So this is now the time for Pep Guardiola to show say a lot more in his tank to come and show say City can run and go and get the league trophy. But here, Obi say Jurgen Klopp. What he has been able to achieve is that the winning mentality and adding up quality to his team has helped him so much. And that winning mentality, that is how come in all competition in the last 8 matches, Liverpool on draw back crowd was so big. And on this season, in home, alcohol and no-go area. Oh, come on, and last week, Norwich, that pressure. But I think it rejuvenated them. It revitalized them to come back and show quality. Going into this tie again against Leeds. I cannot tell you. More than 3 goals trying to be soon. You should expect more goals from Liverpool. And I feel say Pep. We'll see how we contain the pressure of Premier League after today's game. Liverpool against Leeds. Now let me go quickly and then hear me. Manchester United call order Metropolitano. But you see, Atletico Madrid are poor. In fact, they've been really poor this season. All year consistent, they are not playing the best of football. We've not seen the aggression. We've not seen that intelligence. We've not. Big players are Atletico Madrid. But thankfully, coming to this fixture, some of the big players are back into the fold. And you see, all doing any Atletico Madrid team. No one got free. He's been injured throughout most of the season. All doing Atletico Madrid team. na Karis komo pepra. To be your prayer come the ball. Just look at the determination and the intensity of it. Almost form our French league end when they played against Chelsea. They came back, pressing very high, showing determination, running at every ball. They say, Chelsea are European champions, no more back. Can I ever take it up? So we are going to say now, Wanda Metropolitan one more. In 11 matches on ball in the Champions League, Obiasom. Go and check the last 11 matches on ball. No team was able to beat them, even at their worst. But who can we now can say Liverpool? Chelsea stop around this round of 60 last season. So the English team can go there and perform magic. I'll tell you why, and it's the same reason I see to mind. They concede too much. And when you expect them to step up, Manchester United go in massive. Who do you try to say, "Near come and Guaya"? Who don't know who's trying to near catch your selling that off? When Atletico Madrid SR Osasuna 3 last week, Luis Suarez, João Felix, they are back to form. Coque is back into the middle. Llorente is there. Herrera is there. Carrasco is there. And Chihonusa is solid. You know what Savage or Jimenez or. I am saying, sir, United will go there and struggle against a team one. I feel on Apple game. Team one, big players every injury about. Team one, El Cholo Phil said, on to be good when you must on track. Sawanda Metropolitano on Golusu and go breaking the record this time around. Okay, and we're losing to 2 English sides. So coming up against the 10, and then who crown? So we're losing to 2 English sides. Last season around this stage, this season Liverpool about the UEFA match. I don't think so. Obetra was MSC. Do a rough Ragnica. I'll call on one. It's a wounded lion, Atletico Madrid, who will be coming up against Manchester United. It will be a spirited performance from Atletico Madrid, and I don't expect United say Obakwa winning. No. Atletico Besham. Oh, Besham. Nana, I'm for last one. Why? Yes, I was pretty happy when you spoke about I asked him Nobdiako Primo Portugal. And for me, very refreshing to hear say Cruz the first 20-man squad na Econo. You see, what it gives us, the Black Stars, is that in about some few weeks coming, Cruz will be ready for the Black Stars game. Very ready. And hearing news to say, player Sitsofe the power Nigeria set up from Dennis. Oh my God.
Aribo.
Oh, okay.
You're Aribo.
Tell me now about Dennis Dees.
No,
obviously. I don't know. Obviously, Dennis here, right?
Oh no, Dennis is a good player.
Yeah.
I think so. You're better to your front players in
Okay.
in the wide area, but
Okay.
Aribo, I think so. You're fascinating for you.
Okay. No, we said. Nana, favorite player Dennis said. Over the Ghana, and Nigeria and Ghana are not ready for that game. No, I think it's good news to see Cruz part of this IAS team. We only hope so. Benjamin minutes. We only hope Obeba he's back to form, and then you need to be starting to think about he playing an integral part in that game against Nigeria. The good news, why?
What's the interview recent one with IAS Media?
I mean,
Also the injury,
weird.
Also the Benjamin.
Also,
we have fun one can.
Kudu Sukasao.
Now that's a football injury. Gonna be no cool.
Say we have fun one.
Weird.
No, but can't you think of it? Oh, Bobo. He, not running or making. Why not? You got the same thing.
Yeah.
Do the kind of
Please, man. Obiafa
The same is an infuse and I see you said
Uncle Sammy, I'm not going to send you from
in recent times.
I can't cross here and forget it.
When yes, I did I didn't win any.
Ibrahim against House of Folk.
Yes. I'm going to attack by Kudus again. I'm going to operate.
But he was running. Kudus was
It's
running
okay.
all over.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go to Facebook. Isaac Clever said, Nana, Manchester will lose today. Thank you, Isaac. Ali Dawood say Max Sports is taking over Ghana. Without Max Sports, it's like a day without drinking water. Hey, that's it. I would. Emmanuel Ekowejam say, good morning, Nana Darkwa and your team. Great job. Keep it up. Bismarck Kodo say, Nana, let's talk the truth. Chelsea's the best team in the world. I don't know. J. Barowski Richie say, hi, Nana TCL. I'm so happy to see my favorite player, Kai, on the score sheet for my darling team, Chelsea, last night. Greetings to all Atsrim Anyinase guys at Medina and Ashaiman. Is your boy, J. Barowski Richie, inside Ashaiman Estate. Okay. Bismarck Kodo say the great Icardi and Nana. All right, thank you. Manel Mensa say, good morning, Nana. I'm watching you live at Kakasunanka number 1. A first-time texter. Please, I want to know if Brad Kuku is a politician or a football pundit, because he's always against Chelsea. He doesn't see anything good in them. He'll come tomorrow so you can ask him, okay? Tiago, Aben, Magdazi. I'll say, good morning, Nana. So recently, every European record for English football is being made by Chelsea, but people like Wano do not appreciate them. I'm watching you from Belfast. Okay, Kojo Wood say, this is the day the Lord has made for United to play the same team Chelsea beat home and away without conceding last year. Liverpool City and my darling club Chelsea all had clean sheets too. Let me end it here. Fabe Wosso, inside in Koko. Hey, Fabe Wosso. Hi, Mutala.
Nana, good morning.
Hi.
Straightforward. But me shall see with the Chelsea, you know. Nana, I think say Thiago Silva does not get the mention or deserve, you know, because I was like, is he really 37 years of age? Because the kind of performance he put up yesterday, yes, Kante was the main man on the pitch, but the kind of performance Thiago Silva put up and ran with his calmness at the back. He's not a rough defender because he was calm, he won the balls, and his distribution, and oh my God, it was beautiful how he distributed the balls to it was superb. For a 37-year-old, but that is Thiago Silva. He's always been a quality defender. I remember the first time I actually saw him at AC Milan. No ball even as a midfielder. I'm a defensive midfielder on that day, and I told people this guy would be a top player. I mean, so I'm not surprised with what he's doing. So the experience never born. He may not have the legs to run around and do all that the young players are doing, but all the experience never born. But Nana N'Golo Kante, yes, it's only Leo because I've seen Kante perform even better in games against the likes of Manchester City and the likes of Barcelona. But Andrea Leo, you know, it was one of the Kante performances. Andrea, one thing I saw him do more was carry the ball forward. Something I don't really see from Kante going forward, no. But Andrea very, very well. Anytime Obe really possession, he doesn't just quickly pass the ball to Kovacic and say ZH. He tries to go forward, search forward with the ball. I don't know if a new tactics are to kill new instructions on the man because Kante they usually not over the ball now. He wants to find the likes of ZH or more pain and no be pain and all the ball number. But now he wants to carry the ball and it's very good because of the ability to guard the ball. To guard the ball, no. The only way you can win the ball from Kante is by bringing him down. And Uchane you get a yellow card, and even where the free kick is, no, might be dangerous for your opponents. For Chelsea, I said, and see what Chelsea are doing with Kante, brilliant. But problem I'm what is Nana? The rise of Kai Havertz, the form of Kai Havertz goes to affect Chelsea 97 million pounds of Utria, because Kai Havertz gives Chelsea that fluidity, or more that movement, not up front, which Lukaku doesn't give them. After the game, media say, so what happens to Romelu Lukaku now? Or say this is not time to laugh. This is not a laughing matter. But Romelu Lukaku should get himself involved in the game. Sichoka send me. Lukaku wants the team to be built around him, but Tuchel wants Lukaku to be part of what he's building. And when I remember Lukaku he wants the team of a Tuchel system in a way say a bit favor no. It's on know that what the team is playing for no Lukaku no. But who here Tuchel Kasamuna telling Lukaku to get involved and all that. He wants Lukaku to be part of what he is building, not building something to suit Lukaku. I mean, against Crystal Palace, 7 touches in the game. Nana record since 2003. 2004 season, the Premier League player behind their record will be that. So about 90 minutes, when you have 7 touches. It is the fewest since 2003. And me, I feel when the season is over, Chelsea and Lukaku should find a way of ending their marriage because things are not going the way they Obope. With all the interviews or Grant say about the team not playing to suit him and the coach sidelining him, Nana, it is not going to help. You can see Romelu Lukaku is not willing to work extra hard and suit a Tuchel system. He wants Tuchel to serve him on a platter. And Tuchel also has been firm. He's a German manager. He's not just going to control to your pressure and change things. Oh no, you're very firm. So Romelu Lukaku has to rather find join what Tuchel is building and say, okay, I want to be part. I want to come back. I want to receive the ball. I want to be part of what you are building. And yes, I do. He looks demotivated. Now, Osha will game against Crystal Palace. He looks demotivated, as if he didn't want to play, as if he had no business being on the pitch. But when they play with Kai Havertz, they get that movement. Kai Havertz, me Janeko the left hand side. We want to Pulisic. Abe Shane as the number 9. Or to me Janeko the right hand side. You can see they interchange with front three. No, any ZH, any Pulisic. They interchange. So you get that movement afro. So you can man-mark them. Oh, and that little coach, you know, who the interview as I know kind. Or say man marking the Chelsea front three has become a very difficult task because you don't have a proper number 9 standing there or when the chief facing go over tackling. So when they play with Havertz, they get a lot of options. And it's not as if Havertz is drawing blank. He's scoring goals. So that becomes the headache of Lukaku, £97 million. I mean, yes, Kaketwa. Maybe they should find a way of sending him back to Inter Milan and getting some cash from him and getting a different player like maybe Haaland, because Lukaku definitely doesn't want to change his style. Nana, Vlahovic, I mean, that is 2 seconds. I wasn't really surprised because Sichoka said those of us who have seen him in the Serie A, we know he's a deadly striker. Dano, you were hosting. I told you that the best business anybody did during the winter transfer window was getting Juventus getting Vlahovic because they needed that goal scorer. Morata would give you goals, but Morata will not give you goals that will send you to the promised land, that will win you titles. So you needed that Vlahovic, that last piece, no. And the Vlahovic deal, no one said me wanted to say when Manchester United 2013, when they needed a natural goal scorer, I say let's forget a Kofa, Robin van Persie by, you know. That is how I see the deal. Usually you need that missing piece, you know, that final missing piece, you know, to help things shape up. And Vlahovic is the perfect striker for Juventus. I mean, if not for the Juventus team now, almost they are not really composed. I mean, I don't know what has happened to the later. They could have won several games, even games of draw. No, they could have won several games, but on again, they also have their own issues. Nana, today at the Wanda Metropolitano.
Yes, sir.
Big game. If Manchester United want to get anything from this game, they need to overcome one major barrier. And that barrier is they need to overcome the emotions and the hostile reception. Okay. Because it is a very hostile place. And one player who would come under intense hostility, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know the history between Ronaldo and Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone when he was with Juventus. Almost sure Simeone made a celebration. Ronaldo had issues with the fans because he said he's won the Champions League 5 times and all that. So they are going to face a very hostile environment, atmosphere. They will be booed, they will be jeered. And what I've seen from Manchester United this season, Nana, anywhere they've been this season, as a fans, they are a bit hostile. No, they are unable to hold their themselves together. I've seen them crumple at even young boys out of Switzerland. I've seen them crumple against teams like Watford. That is Manchester United for you. Even at home, when they are playing in front of the Old Trafford fans now, when things are not going well and you can feel the crowd is a bit edgy. Now, Manchester United are unable to hold their own.
Right.
And I wish Edison Cavani was around. Nana, if Eddie was around, he would have served a better purpose playing up front with Cristiano Ronaldo. You won't bench Ronaldo. You can't bench Ronaldo because he has a record against Atletico Madrid. But he's now 37 years of age. Nana, he's not the same player that you used to know some time back and Shisha against Atletico Madrid.
Right.
And the Atletico Madrid defenders, Savage and Jimenez, they will not find it difficult playing against Ronaldo because of his immobility. Ronaldo is not mobile as we used to know. Now, Ojinaho waiting for the ball. And that is the kind of player he is now. He can run into spaces like he used to do. Bobo Mano, one-on-one on the defender, Savage, Jimenez, they will push him off the ball because they have the legs, they have the power. Then Manchester United might resort to crosses from Jesse Lingard more because that is the only way you can get Ronaldo involved. He's not going to give you that. And then, if Harry Maguire, Varane will play. Yeah, for sure. Varane must start. Whoever he partners, and it's likely going to be Harry Maguire. Nana,
okay.
If they do not put their A game on, Luis Suarez, Correa, Joao Felix, Kuna will run riot against them.
Right.
Because already, the 13th man, that is the fans, they are against you. And you know how hostile the Wanda Metropolitano is. And the antics a bit even from the touch line. So if you're able to overcome the emotional sentiments, that you are calm and you go about your work, you can be able to still at least a draw from the Wanda Metropolitano. I don't see Manchester United beating Atletico Madrid in Spain. That one I don't see. What I see is Manchester United should be calm and at least try and get a point there and leave Spain. And yes, if Maguire and Varane and your composer, I think Atletico Madrid stand tall.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Thank you. Good morning, Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Hope you guys are happy. Yesterday, Chelsea played well. Congratulations to them. My lovely man, Sitsofe, is right. Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Okay. Nana, please tell Senior Jude to stop bragging about his Chelsea defenders. The defenders are doing well. Also about the team, the defenders are doing well. Better than Man United. But his goalkeeper is not close to the here. Alimo from Michelle Camp. I say, good morning, Anna. Why does Jude hate Man United cry like that? But I know Brakweku would justify all those hatred comments he made about Man United. God bless you. Jonathan Ado from Russia down Suman Road. Well, good morning, Max. I'm happy to hear from Jude. Atletico dismantle United today. We all know Atletico Madrid is performing very poor this season, but they will surely win against Man United. Hashtag Dada Flow from Sakumono Estates. Yakubu break your bar. The da efiesusu ebeba. Alaikum salam to you, Nana, and your panel. Bravo. Okay, Omar from Zenu, New York. Yabaisia.
Semisoriano pa, Kale Chaco toothpaste na me de twitwi me se. E ma me confidence, the money nyina.
Se wushia ama na me sifit go so na me sre a. E ya wanwan me de Kale Chaco toothpaste e de twitwi me se. Obo ade ni pa e wo bidie mu no. E ne e dia ye Kale Chaco toothpaste. E boy se wo ban e free mowa e boy se mu tokro. E se a hye e ne numunka. Sure se amani Kale Chaco toothpaste so ni yet center for.
Media magical Chaco toothpaste out too. Me shuna no pa na twa me koda no. E ma me si ye fita. Confidence level kwasro entibi nyama na me si 32 ni na guso.
Enkane no ane ma me num di bidie twitwi yense no. Asaya bebie mu o. Bidie wo Kale Chaco toothpaste mu no. E ma si ye fita. E ma na hoden ne sayi nka bia. Ma wanum ye hwam. Enu nti mo amonom coffee, wine, any tobacco e kamo seso no. Aba ma mo Kale Chaco toothpaste. Sankofa, ENG.
Kale, happy smile.
FDA, Aji, Ejodi Nkato Yatumo.
Hey, Oba Ulu, I am Rekra. Emma, I am Rekra. Oba Ulu, I am
This advert is FDA approved, not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
It's breathtaking, stunning, and simply exceptional. Hello, Ghana. Allow me to introduce you to the very best smartphone in town. Join the League of Extraordinary with the bold and beautiful Techno Phantom X. Enjoy next-level camera quality with the crystal clear 48 megapixels dual front camera and a light up your night with the 50 megapixels ultra night rear camera. Catch all the action and fun on an immersive 6.7 full 3D borderless screen with a MOLED display powered by a 4,700 milliampere battery and a 33 watts flash charge for a quick charge. There's absolutely no time wasting. There is more room on the inside for everything. A mega 256 GB ROM plus 8 GB RAM for your favorite apps, movies, and games. It's an all-in-one smooth experience for those who are worth it. Visit any Techno accredited shop nationwide and get yourself one and win 24 GB Vodafone data, 100 days screen warranty, and other amazing freebies. Everything is better on the new Techno Phantom X. Phantom X. Be bold. Be extraordinary.
Eleven minutes past 11. Welcome back. I have Max FM 89.7, the Sports Park 1, and our Sugusu out in the PJ Moa. Just a Dumienu Abo. Azar Group and Akwakofa Savannah Paint Edia Bajomo. Yan Nani and Uka Cranko Manusuna, Yanko Chichin Komo Yeni Patrick Akoto, Okasa Edma Ghana League Clubs Association. Enra Ena Yanyan Tese Galka Etimi Iron Shares from Kwa, a fee President's Cup. Date a Barbontin, venue a Barbontin, teams menua eba babonina Barbontia, Ghana for Soma, we son heart no we are son. I say the Bia Kotokoni house. Na eba ne Sankra na Gaka train ya ye be a Museni Pabet Maba Stadium. And the announcement to buy. Yeko enim no deni and share in free 2022 President's Cup between Kotoko and Haas. Good morning, Patrick.
Hi, good morning, Nana.
Yes, so I do more meton kana chesa also be BF Kama.
Idiaboko, Mechao, Namachia T4. So we are dynamite because daytime no Cambro food and you may know a country. Brilliant guy, Nana. Brilliant guy.
Patrick, na Ebansena Kotokoni House President's Cup.
Well, okay. I didn't say I put to prove. And so, and then before I decided that as part of the 65th independence anniversary, right from the presidency, Yemfa Kotokoni has a so now you have more than 2022 President's Cup. Indeed, the last time I was in 2019. It's not being for the first time in almost 3 years. It made this a question of so. Depending on I settled because of the closeness of the time, anytime I say a born before Independence Day on the 6th of March, Kotoko and House to be ideal for us at the moment. Endra, Wadaroma, officials of House of Work, officials of Kotoko, officials of Kaka, the Minister of Retail Sports himself, the NSA, for next year, the office of the presidency, for mainly we shall Jubilee House, and my debating Kukudam, a question. Now, the question is, kama, and all parties now involved, I just be able to say yes, it's time to honor the president, as well as the president's cup. Now, any sitting president at any point in time, say the honor His Excellency the President, Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Two teams in Nigeria to Sika very involved with 50,000 each appearance fee and the 25% share of bid proceeds each to the two teams in Dano. Has the Kotoko for penny for Nigeria to indeed. They see it not just for the money of it, but of course to honor the president as well. the company so I am a start to here Bangkok Africa and also anyway no Bangkok league near the it's not just tomorrow now it was a very healthy and a very exciting time and no one run my mother when they are free I changed the way what to go and ask but yes we are no and we are concerned that it be tema for physical Cotoconeas but another circumstances and how close the time was no now the 24 cells say let's talk about the house all the concerns number full yeah to echo and with the body modification you may near system but for now there is a Kotoko and Hash showdown at the Craft Sports Stadium 6 p.m. it is on Friday, March 4th.
How about say now any other moment we are and you ready live and
you will go and when you go now the partner for a very long time we've been told say commission reports the Kotoko as the one of your line. Meaning another it isn't captured nowhere in that report. It is captured nowhere in that report, but it's also said then not dominating over a very long period. In the 24 decided 6 p.m. It is captured nowhere. Say can't be the other. And showing the black and white say the cancer must not play on the front line. We the president himself will be there. We say sometimes President's Cup yes, President we are like a vice president, but we His Excellency himself will be available, confirmed by the presidency, on the bed the ceremonial kickoff, on the bed the presentation of medals, just like his adorable wife, Excellency Rebecca Kufado. He organized the First Ladies Cup, a man or not. The president himself will be there, and of course the entourage will be about for any captains of industries, all support this. We are looking forward to an exciting time. A Friday and we have a poor tomorrow. Just go come to a craft stadium, come and wind down, enjoy Kotoko showdown at a craft stadium.
Oh, but you say Ghana Premier League, Upe Biasha, Star Times, Max TV, Women's Premier League, Upe Biasha, Max TV. And then crowd there, yeah, 3 years cry, I saw the professional boxing about the count. I say President's Cup, Ghana for Upe Biasha,
well, and only one area I discussed it, and then it is the TV right, and then a month for person of how they can get the right to ensure their own visual match. It is a mommy post a camera.
Some meeting in Ultima, they are Frowiana. Some meeting in Ultima, they are Frowiana.
It won't be a bit too much for me. It is possible. It's impossible before we show information about the amount behind the scenes.
All right, bro. Yakubu Shah, you wish Ghana League Club Association all the best. Yeah, that's a power.
Yeah, let me show now. For you in particular, I am so proud of you. I am super proud of you. You have grown in this job. You have become, a dynamite, and I'm excited anytime I hear you. You are the voice of Ghana Premier League. No doubt about it. Only says you that you guys are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. Like they say, everybody's in heaven, but everybody have to get it on there before you go to heaven. Or heaven, you get to go.
As a guy for Kramuri or the Amunya. Yeah, that's it. All right, I wish I'll be brief. 89.7 Max FM. Yade Patrick Akoto Wiyo, Patrick Akoto Ekasad Ghana League Clubs Association. Na Gaka for office, pentio. Yerafi Vuvomo, Munyam Pentim office there, and a mumra and a mumaji Azar Ghana. One paint on Makofaba Joma, your friend, Savannah Paint. I'm moving Penti Gaka office no. Now more Penti crowded than I'm person we finishing touches are. And no any Savannah Paint. We all go paint some. Azar Group, Esha say ye paint. 100 years near a name, Ghana Fonina Ajatum, and see ye ban paint there, and no any. Savannah Paint. I see we all go paint some. Whether you're an amateur painter, a professional painter. Now, upe se upentima wajuma a dancer. And no any Savannah. We all go paint some. It's another quality product from Azar Ghana. Inti kwe na ususu kojodie. Na upenti ninya enwe peye enfema. We're heading back to the phone lines. They said, press release bia mensaka me penchemu kakra. Legon City for And I'm say, Oma Kinso Mubon Yankuponya Duma, a yet Memen Domini House of Folk, a banker. Amafonya buche no muntie omunsem omode ba no mo aya mutako social media Twitter and Facebook mo se obi akotwa Ewa Sports Stadium a enkonwa ebubu a eho atitia pansama ye basabasa eho na Lagos City for ekwakobo mo ball no and amanfo si debi a Lagos City for pa na mo park we na mo kokobo ball so Lagos City for si debi omuntimi nyesa na ehihye sonko edasa group amano so na on Sunday abase central for kra no enye sentrefo nyina ne betimenya kwa ewura group amano so ehihye da kensie no mu ena yenwa kwa medwuma agema okasama Lagos City abeke ho a yeji ono so ni nchemu bisma mienu miensa bi na afi ya babetinfi masicho edi akọ betinum hi bakwami
na
oh boko
nyame adumo bi so na so e
nyame adumo ko na first round no money ji ho Lagos City
Nana so ne openya dia ma udi o se devia na be mas no bo matches no bo ni na 17 devia ka unya go na ka be 51 but it mean about 21 points if my memory serves me right 21 from 51 me sure say ka devia ke class ka devia half of the mark right obviously no and no get points na so be na the edge. But we believe that second round also an opportunity for us to step up our game. Until we are hoping that second round game, it will be a man who will not be a way.
Okay, Kwamna, I don't know, Ewak, Basa, Mubase, Mukobo, biggest game, Ewo.
Nana, the facility no say I believe 4 years. Now, over the period, now you're going to 7 kind, they are cross people. But we make one or two considerations here, especially with respect to cost. And we decided we say, if you like, a venue that is manageable and can it is media acquiring. If you share the Yakubu sports game, managing here, Tony and all. If you was there, and I will say, and on social media, yes, facility, no, see. But now, it shows that the what provide emergency space to
oh, yeah.
You know the facility, you know the way of placing. That particular place, against stands, those places are closed. Those places are not even open to the public. And we are all aware that for facility, you will be giving getting the facility into a certain form, no problem. Obeying your permission because if you are not also more planted, your basically on, and I was saying the obeying. If you know, this time I have on a lot of people parts of the people, you close. You know what? Based on the club license requirements, until say you see the owner, it's me and allow funds on. It's an Amino can say until say you basically are completely all the specifications by a club license board headed by Juno, and yeah, you need to be I wanted to just draw people's attention to the fact that that particular place, just like Peter's yes, that is how it is. But that part of the stadium is not in use. Yema will be an end for home. If you be a rest assured thing, yes, if you are fast so far, you don't have to go there. So if you are be that part of the stadium is closed and is closed for refurbishment. Into the other part, which is the side and side of the only one. You sure so be matching. That part of the stadium, will be a problem because this one, club license and to even use that.
I'm not pitch so one to say.
Seats no.
Pitch near Bobo also no.
No, you call our weapon say a lesson of Bosungini. Every week, every now and then, we are trying to improve the standard of the pitch. So, another pitch of a stadium, and I say pitch of a football park at an international level, and I say at a very high level. No, a pitch in India said we need to make an watching, and I say what you can do is before the pitch is in use, and yet I give you a facility close and I will get one then you can say you can work at a faster rate. But apart from us, no problem, there are other people who even use the place. Every now and then, yes, every now and then, yes, a very, very, very high level. But so far, no, I don't think that the pitch is so bad. We would always say it is better. People should understand us. We are working hard to ensure that pitch we are a very high level.
Now, was it as a job for 30 penny bits, my bow?
Nana, but no friend say, a smaller facility. Unfortunately, we can't possibly accommodate every single pressman in Ghana. Pressman of Ghana, Nana, so 5,000. So we are a show in Ghana. There's no way I will accommodate you. If the attitude that say, the earlier the better, we need to also cover your match now. Apply. No, and an area deadline. You have more than 50 applications. You see, I have why do you know what you mentioned based on what I said they will get them. That's the only thing we can do.
Now, come with me about our Grand Sports Stadium.
Nana, you consider some Yamanina, but I am sure so we are a world football station. We are not any answers, say. When it comes to games of this magnitude, not say we hear for a facility like that, Grand Sports Stadium, it comes with a lot of cost. Nearby people, just we have done that for about 2 years thereabouts. We feel that our investments in a place than almost always say we can't continue doing that.
All right, Kwame, thank you very much. Now, coupon count, we are sure some men that Quembama, you never show Elwak Agrupamasu, Yadasipa. Right. You know, Kwame Jumajiman, and Okasadima Legon Cities, on Kasankwan Fema, everything about communications, Kwame and Dano, Emma Legon Cities Football Club. I am Max FM 89.7. You're live with second talk radio on maximum 104.3 Ikadi. Every kind ama what you call the entire betting ain't me now Ghana football. You are now Kotoko Hearts, and you want to Nafi. G comes, Mutala comes, pa.
Nana,
Ikadi.
See? Betting. And you're Ghana bet, and you suffer from it. You are seeing now. But before we talk about betting, let's talk about
Unim say
betting. Okay.
Coach Bion. I say Mbuni Dinkra. Game day see what was. Mutala is for coach on the day, no. Or see, he wasn't aware, but the players were aware, and the players in the years are there.
See, betting in itself is part of a bigger problem in football called match fixing.
Okay.
And in terms of match fixing, there are two parts of it. There is the match fixing itself, and there is the sports fixing. Sports. S-P-O-T. Sports. Your sports betting. Now, match fixing, what should that deliberately? Say, alter the entire result of a sporting event.
To say the Joe Lamte Koyen, South Africa, Senegal, and South Africa World Cup qualifiers.
Deliberately, you say a whole event, sporting event, but also results, say you are just game and drum boy, open the score line here 1-0. That is match fixing. And a sports fixing is who deliberately altering an event in the game. Say in the game, set penalty amobi. In the game, OG red card. It's match fixing entails the bigger group. And a sports fixing, it entails individuals. Okay. Instead your first corner, if you are playing behind the corner, me consider corner first, me consider draw first, me throw them my red card first. That one is sports fixing. Another one, Ikadi. Somewhere in the late 90s, even in England, people can check this. And remember that they were suffering from power outages. All mobile floodlights will go off. Late 1990s, all floodlights will go off. In fact, Coventry need West Ham Bob. Now Coventry are West Ham 2-0. West Ham may take 2-2 in the second half. Frank Lampard and Shea Goldman 2-2 at the time. Lights will go off. I'm on a banding game. Now what happened was that that game after time the game has matured enough for people to make their earnings. 1 month later, Arsenal took a ball match, our lights go off against Wimbledon. Then, few weeks after, Liverpool Coventry has some ball, lights and go off. A tip of being a buy said there were 2 Malaysians, 1 Chinese, and a Coventry 4 head of security, no, on the remote device, they don't do lights, no. Send the Ebeya, results the body on mobile. They stop the game, people make their cash in. Yeah. I'm talking about only late 1990s.
Wow.
What does that say? So now, in football, the football industry is trillions of dollars or pounds or euros. And betting here, around 900 billion around football. It's the money flowing around, it means that betting won't stop. Another, you see, let me, Abra, these people, the Qatar-based Center of Sports Security, on here, analysis be, and they estimate that 1 billion euros and almost taking on each Premier League match.
Wow.
80% of that can almost take, from illegal and improperly regulated betting people.
Wow.
80%. All right. Now let me fast track this. You see, I put this together. I want people to get a clear picture. Yellow, chronological. Number 40. Sometimes about betting and sometimes individuals be like I said. To me, and as a go a player. No, I catch him. Maybe I'm a player. I catch you. Musa Charlie. Give me a communion. You look at Munkochi. Michelle Chumena. You look at Munkochi. I catch you. Now I catch you. Mutala. I catch you. Nana. Now I catch you. Say Sitsofe you look at. What I say? Now we die look at now. Maybe I'm a defender. I'm a striker. It's the odds of me getting you look at your minimum. It's me now. A big money ache. Individuals, BSR, they are rare. But the biggest problem in betting are the organized ones. And this is why I say it is going to be difficult for a country like Ghana to deal with it. Now, on what we are betting, right? Betting forms betting for match fixing. No? It forms a part of organized crime groups. We call them OCGs. The organized crime groups. In Pempino, almost local OCGs. It's local OCG, they have a facilitator or no contacts with players, coaches, club administrators. It's in Ghana, your local OCG. And you will be all contacts with Hearts, Kotoko, Ashgold, Adriana Star, and only all contact with the players. It's a local OCG in players now. Right? No, your man say, Charlie, me ma do game say, bet me cost for China. 2 years say na Obina. Last time I spoke to Eric. Oh, I like they do ha. Also, a betting syndicate Obi, Efi, was it Croatia, baby?
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe, baby. Eba Ghana, it's a plane ticket by Ghana. So on fixing Karela match, or a man this amount of money. It's that person, it's a local OCG.
Yeah. Internalize this is a Diana. Oh, Debbie Dew. Yes. Okay.
Last season.
Yes. Adriana went there with a current scoreline. Supporters say, Chromo, Doma, HR current scoreline. They won at your friends Internalize. The Adriana players were telling the Internalize players on the pitch, more in try the idea, because they are normally referee, no. And an assess our ball. Last season, Ghana Premier League.
So the local OCG and a intermediary for the bigger OCG.
That game, no share, 4-2.
What does it? Now, here's where it's tricky. The bigger OCG, they are frequently based in China. And they take specific advantage of the Chinese markets. It's always all the people and for African markets, no. But we are here to China. So when you're Ghanaian now, you don't know what is happening with result across Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, Egypt, Burkina Faso. The repercussions in any African markets, name our Chinese betting markets. It's a bigger OCG, no. And you see, these bigger OCGs, no. Now, again, the organized crime groups now, and then sports fixing pen on you.
Yeah.
They do money laundering, property fraud, several other crimes. Sometimes, in quotes, even murder. But the lowest risk in all the crimes from committing, AF match fixing through sports betting.
Wow.
And no, as the Canada, when Europol released a statement saying, overall, match fixing fueled by illegal betting is perceived by criminals as high profits and relatively low risk crime. Money laundering, high risk. property fraud is high risk. Human trafficking high risk. But these OCGs do it. It's all making high profits from match fixing through sport betting now. Now they are subsidizing on other big crimes no. That's it. So most of these people, and about 65% of the betting now, are taking place in the Asian markets. No, they are not regulated. Yeah. Like the European markets. That's it. But the problem is this: the local OCGs, no, and the local organized crime groups, no, they target players omuniska, players ometitin kofano or family problem, bed in bid and so official beer or play beer or addicted to BB. Play beer omunian who information be if the sex baby koto baby if you committed crime baby number out here. They target these people, then they rope them inside Jack. When you say you say blackmail them. One and answer Jack Uniska in so much rupees say we say there is some we give you. So it is predominantly targeting areas Sikeni ho. Okay. Players are young baby all more problems. That is where these OCGs targets. And I'm telling you, sir, these crimes are orchestrated at very high places through the dark web. What does it? It's what's in Ghana. Now we go players here. Now come the boys. Now boys have problems. Now look at OCG in 9 way now. Now catch me say, oh yeah, the amount of £200,000. And they don't give me the money. The amount of £200,000. A life changing money. The tendency say on by a dose. A high. Now, what does it? Now, here's it. Now the local the OCGs know, the foreign OCGs know. There's something they do quite a year worse than all I've said. Okay. Because they are not only doing sport betting for crime, other criminal things. No, this is what they also do. In Bempio, if they want to influence games through match fixing, maybe South Africa, they find a football intermediary. No, maybe a company intermediary from say. No, I saw Metal Club. I'm organizing sport betting. I saw Metal Club. No. Now, in buying a football club is another good way to learn that money anyway. In total football club now, on one they find the coach, on one they sign the players, or sign players not for coach, or 4 players need coach, or maybe to influence someone influence matches for them to fix their games. And now I say, they'll promise you a big sponsorship deal, not only my partners. But in the partnership, you have to take this coach, you have to sign these players. These players and these coaches on the member based on the contracts, no, they are parasites. Almost fixing some number of matches here. Almost a deal, no. They are not making profits, league, no, Sikeni, they are gone. They go to other places. And they repeat the same trick. People should go online and check the number of African teams almost signing sponsorship deals and disappear. When you club sponsorship deal, you are promising worth 1,500,000. Sikani after about 3 months. And in 3 months in football, if every week over one game, 3 months in football, we are looking at 12 games. We're fixing 12 matches. We're making millions without seeing no. It's only to sign you 6 months in Nigeria. Only to sign you 2 months in Nigeria.
So I'm also thinking aloud, okay? And the betting companies now, they found a way to invest in Ghana football by tying themselves to clubs as their title sponsors. How does it affect or impact on betting?
You see, the betting company being said or sponsor club is safer than organized crime group. What's a fake company? So they front the club and they have influence betting. But the betting company, on people who commit crime in betting, now I'm going to do Sikao. The betting company that sponsor club is safer. Okay, the betting company is not profits. But Obi on fixing game, episode we are betting company. Now let me make that clear. Almost fixing games, almost we are betting companies. Okay. Because betting company, the game ending in a natural way, not or cash out. But almost fixing game, game the ending in a natural way, no cash out. It's one in our area.
But another betting company, or no end sponsor, team A, team B, or bet me infiltrate the Obi for sponsor.
There is that, and most of the. And I must say, most of the betting companies in Ghana, a lot of them come from places that are well regulated. Europe, Yeah, these places are well regulated. Most of those who are coming from China, Russia, because I want to try and bet in illegal. Yeah. What's that say? It's not properly regulated. No, there's sign number now. No, it's strange. I found this example in 2005. Ref from Betpoiler, a controversy of fixing matches in the second tier and third tier of the German football, as well as the German Cup. I'm banning it for life. I'm banning the cooperative. I'm arresting the cooperative. I'm going to ref for a crowd.
Oh, yes, you see, I also would see mine. Okay. We'll find another day. But here, allegations of betting, right? With no substantial evidence. But your pointers are provided for evidential purposes. Okay? But you can't find a hardcore evidence. How does a federation deal with incidents like this? I mean, I'm making this case specifically because of what happened in Obuasi.
3 things they detected betting. Nina Iska. In terms of Ghana, fighting bets in the betting and are almost impossible. And globally, people are Interpol budget 2020 it was 145 million euros. Europol 175 million euros. Not for only fighting corruption and as a bet, their annual budgets. It's too small to fight such a crime. Because the people you have to pay for them to give you information or go in as informants, almost come on wedding. So there isn't enough funds channeled into fighting this crime globally.
Right.
And it's not non-league football in England. There are lots of betting sites. They don't even put their games there in Europe, because the illegal markets in Asia are fixing matches there. Because non-league footballers, one, they are not paying well. 2, they have their own problems. 3, a bit more addiction. It's they infiltrate there. By the Premier League as itself, Championship, the players are paid very well. Until to sign your money well.
Right.
Serie A, La Liga, you want to sign your money well because the players are paid well. There's no motivation to take betting money.
All right.
So there are 3 ways of stopping betting. One, intelligence.
Okay.
So we'll pick intelligence through people, and that is money. You need
to say, Bia, a 40 bars, Muko, Dew, now, Uko Doma, yes, oh, it's not the Bebesha for 2. It's not the Bebesha for 2, Pepe.
Also, pick sign intelligence, it's crucial. Now, you know, Juma, how pick sign intelligence in New you need people say sports person. They analyze betting odds to do betting analytics. Say they be a first half is 0-0. It is unthinkable say second half we will see 5 goals. Meanwhile, the odd on seeing more than 4 goals in the game, and air clicking more. What does that tell you? So there's something wrong about it. So you need an analytic structure to analyze betting around your game. Now too many times say, oh, do on my unrealistic. The more these odds take, ask the players we are investigating on say on yellow card trends, AI suspects. Yeah, but EPL is
and we know the person.
Sunday
Zaka was even involved.
Sunday Kotokone has for every reason. Now can say, oh, try better, oh, scared 2 teams this one, and Kotokone was that has to folk. Can you imagine say, Oko betting winner platform this one now has Sika. And Kotokone can see.
Meanwhile, they also have favorite Kotoko in the form in which they were.
Yes, of course.
Simon, you have to trace.
You
see, so those things you have to trace.
But since you 2017, let's sudden keep on up with the pie. Now I fix it.
Finally, so after analyzing the sports odds around your game, the third one is to find a system it analyzes the team's performances. So there's a current trend they want to see more. And so say, all of a sudden, boys look about ball, they are considering this kind of goals. They're giving these cards away. Any other day, you piece all of these things together.
Right.
But the fact that these 3 things are can and it's like I say, stopping match fixing and betting in this country is almost near impossible. Because globally, Interpol, Europol are really struggling with it.
We'll find a bigger platform, better time to continue this discussion.
Yeah, there's more.
No, we need to get stakeholders, the betting companies, the football administrators. Maybe going forward, we should think about a forum. You know what I mean? So we see how betting affects our game now.
What is that?
Are they?
After show.
I see anytime I see Richmond Lamptey playing, I keep asking myself, is the GFA serious? We're not serious at all as a football country. Koko Apre from Iron City, what is Richmond Lamptey's crime? And maybe I can tell Richmond Lamptey, we're going fraud at now. Koko Apre, come again. We have to see. Good morning, Nana Darkwa Gyasi. This topic you guys are discussing this morning is really interesting. Please continue this topic tomorrow. I want to know more about sports betting issue. Jones from Nungwa. Jones, Daddy Jude, Yankwe.
Now, just 30 seconds or then you discuss deliberate or more for to tell or be understand about it. Now, when you say, as go to the entire like this, at a point in time, I heard it. So even the police were finding it difficult to get the kind of evidence of it to be a opinion now. The main actors said, yes, I deal with. Also said, yes, he did. We just said one rep. And also say, okay, 5 minutes, blah. Now, so you open cow, but now I don't wait here, okay, December. As I be Yakubu and Emmanuel for energy NASCO coach of the month, player of the month.
December.
On TV, any of gadget on Sankai. TV, also is zero to Kruma. Oh, to me, and for such innovative idea, say,
I want to be to home appliances.
Stop that. Please, Lamptey, give me your Yamana.
I don't know. We are business. They always stock a short too. And go for Tony, bro.
My players coach saying stock. Ashoto. Now, at this time and this date. Very irritating. Now, go for any GF performing in serious. Now, we can wait.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
You got it. We are businessman.
You can't tell them. You can't tell
businessman. NASCO, and even mileage on ya, partnering the GFA and the Ghana Premier League. Oh, do you know my country? Say,
Porter, your bureaucracy is boom.
Yes.
If you are not,
thank you.
This is your promise.
But this is the biggest thing. I don't know what this is. This is our company.
League went down, interest go down. Now I'm still on the league. Me still on the league. And interestingly, I heard William Agovi telling the officiating officials to say, baby, I hear Raymond, the second stage of this Ghana Premier. And one a year very, very but they should be very careful. So we will be a vision. So referee because most of about 90% of referees say Kuman. And I'm a referee as a second job on we. Now we will just say vision. Now it is idea we say so who the referee the Koso, FIFA back. We just say yeah. So crucial moment to wait. Chesampa integrity. Or see Cheso integrity. And you see, going into the first fixtures out of the round, the second round, I want to see better officiating. I want to see the officiating official live up to the billing against the winner, William Aboviaka. William Aboviaka, FIFA referee, former. Iti, Nana, you may trauma. You may say, second round, national. We will keep them on their toes week after week, match after match. We are referee now, could it through can. You have a ball, Nancy to
right.
Just keep to be that. What is it? The technical directorate led by Bernard Lepet said, Osebo, he said, we really be at the end of the season, best 3 coaches of Ghana Premier League.
Segment Juice corner.
Okay.
Juice corner.
Yes, that's right. Papa said, first 3 or don't remember And a national team coaches also from under 15 on the Mokwabuchi and specifically question about Germany and Austria.
I don't care 2 years new.
No more call for upgrade. No more call for refresher courses.
Okay.
I said more can and I'm putting it on record. So new guy the other president can be a so.
Mama got there with my own.
And I make us one for one. And I don't know everything and work. Every minute can. I don't think I was also make. But you see, you can't take Ghanaians for a ride.
I think they will do it this time.
That is the point. You need to say it and you need to do it. Oh, my car on to deliver. And we are going to take his words calmly. We are going to wait patiently and wait. When we really hear someone says, upgrading. That's the point. When you have a boy to bring.
Ordinary Kotusu.
Ordinary Kotusu or Germany, I go see idea. I don't know COVID. Yeah, basically, maybe you don't want to COVID.
All right, bro. Thank you very much, Jude Champion. I like the Jude's corner. Yeah, the Baba proudly brought to you by TCL. All right. Zealot El Kodiabe will say the odds are similar across all African teams. If there is a clear favorite in the game, largely because most African teams matches favor the home teams, regardless of the form of the away team. The companies have studied the trend. Zealot from Kodiabe. I said, Nana, why don't we use the President's Cup to launch inter-schools play regional interco and let the winners meet in Accra? Imagine the talents that will come out, but always Kotoko and Haas. This is from Kofi. You got a point there. Now, if you're not to Ugezu. Thiago Silva has to be one of the coolest and most effective defenders of this generation. A brilliant transfer by Chelsea. Banana, Danubian Fashion Digital Center. Oh, Banana. All right. As you read this one, Sitsofe submission without the word fascinating is invalid. Greetings to him, though, my sports father. And that reminds me of Docker's scintillating. For Jude. Jude, in the what is scintillating eating? Mutala,
make 30 seconds. All right. One person says score line. Okay, let's go and match. Add to run. Hey, move to ball lines, man. Now, I'm sure whatever say. Oni obi almost say the bodyguard the close associate pa asise won nipa na akọ make so akọ better big say other drum be sad here it you hear no hwehwehwe but again evidence na dini na 2017 Arsenal decided ebo match bi na we go keep an half time and of pie and na odi half time on live camera obi anti ase na obi anim say it's just for fun so odi pile on TV you hear sana book break bi akọ us we say the goalkeeper will eat pie at half time on na kasa de dada and so big no cash out 20 bets in the big it's not just the scoreline that people are fixing no in China it's been fixing the player be punch referee in China no who share videos like it's fixing
sports betting that's the sports betting
Sitsofe submission fascinating beba and I'm so be a commentary scintillating beba and I know
that name was so to predict say obi be akọ any lines man akọ gidi almost like people will be jubilating because so it's not just the score line and then
I'm not coming by and
I am one of you. Yeah.
I'm a game. I'm not for you did not tell me I'm interested in life now. I don't remember all the dollars.
Nana, a big topic, it's moved beyond the scoreline. Okay, better go find you and say, oh, yeah, fix the scoreline. It moves beyond the scoreline. You might toss you have no idea. Oh, go, you be to say, play a bit of that. Oh, what you say? Oh, go here. And more rim. What say you know? I don't know. But I've seen story be moving on social media. Oluwa Komodo say he's not happy with Galka. say has any Kotoko
Also,
the other clubs also need money when it comes to
because since the independent celebrations is in Cape Coast, why not Dwarfs and Vipers?
Yes, but only problem no. For clubs, no, any club owners, they will be angry because they also feel say they could, their clubs could what have benefited from this. But the fans, what do the fans want to watch? See, Patrick Akoto friend, he will justify the reason why they chose us. I mean, and after that 0-0 no more. Oh, brother,
it's game winner. When do we use Laras now?
No. The class he can do it. Class now are earning 50,000 as appearance fee for this particular.
Not only that, one night hotel accommodation.
Now, one stand, yes, 100,000
each.
Yes, 100,000 you also yeah, no, for the winner. And now 25% gate proceeds, no, and so almost better. I think say after that 0-0 no boy, you know. Just about 1 week, same match next week. That means it has set up very well for a year.
Mind you, there's a second round league game to play.
Yes, of course.
It's not too much.
Ghana for this is not Mutala. This is not the kind of fixture you should be seeing every time.
No, it is not about the club. So. It is about who is organizing.
Galka has been so intelligent.
Yes.
Icardi. I don't know me idea.
Why can't we do say okay around that time? Like normalizing time, no?
Yeah.
North zone, south zone, more picking first to the
You see, yesterday I was thinking, I'm like, okay, functional technical directories. Now, true. Directories, no. And Penophobi core function, they say, they will monitor and analyze playing personnel and quality of football in the Premier League and in the Division League.
Yeah.
And some ideas you suggest, we throw it to the technical directory. Give us teams from southern and northern zones. Yeah, the more presidents.
Yes, select 23 players from the
so that it becomes, you see, so that national feeling. So everybody feels part of it.
And I don't make us say the rivalry between Hartlepool and Kotokono as they dilute because when they play too much and yet they anytime we want
the best players from the southern sector.
I'm not going to
northern sector. No, who Kotoko players? Who RT players?
A D Kotoko has no.
It's one the airball. I do come walk from the sector.
Every sports marketing person will tell you that it will not fly financially.
Of course, because of the name never. Everybody
is up to you, sir. When you start,
I think that is largely because we don't want to pay attention to how we can promote it. You can play RTU and then Olympics. But promotion and you can buy a phone.
Exactly, because you see, the Sitsofe, who remembers Bechem Noko United FA Cup finals in Cape Coast? Oh, yeah, full stadium.
Yes. I bet you go to the
Yeah. And guess who was in charge of the FA Cup by then?
But I don't know if you're able to do a northern sector,
that one. The cost of organizing could be a bit higher.
Sunday, we are coming from stadium. Now, I don't Sunday, we are organizing for their interest. Yeah, 50,000. Also, we are 25. No, but this is we are 25.
All right. Part 2, yes, featuring only Mutala Evans and Anwar Commissar. Oh, like you're on duty, okay? Yes. St. Peter's. Our choice is to German. I say the President's Cup, I'll choose Mediama and Dwarfs in Cape Coast. And also Kenya, but oh, yes, Kaja. And Atletico Madrid should win, so they'll be distracted from the league. So Barca will get high chances of making the top 4 in the league. I say, good morning, Nana. Number 1 sport. I say, what the man is saying, because the rest of the team need money, despite the interest of fans listening. Okay. Hey, in Krakai, osmosis. What is it even say? Osmosis. Okay. Toxic say, Sitsofe is the Minister of Betting Affairs. Mario Hermoso and Stefan Savage. One received a red card tonight. Renato Sanchez was the man of the match yesterday. I'm going to operate man of the match. Yeah. I say Gaka should have organized the President's Cup for the Black Stars and the local Black Stars. Maybe the Black Stars will win their first trophy after 40 years. Randy Kokonachoko, your mind no good. Okay, you see, Ima is a regular listener. He's texting us from Ada Koliodo, Alinko filling station. Thank you. You say our show is the #1 show in Ghana. Yes, see. Thank you, Mutala. Thank you, Jude. Thank you, Ikadi. Kwekubebe will be a shower in a fisa. Thank you, Patrick Akoto from Gauka. Thank you, Kwame Jumajaman from Legon Cities. Yada Max Biasi, TCL. Yada Techno Mobile. Azar Group Akwakofa. Savannah Paint Saba. Kel Chaco Toothpaste from Samara Company Limited. And Last Chance Travel and Tour. And Bet Fox. A Tai Chi Energy we didn't buy. Your friend Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Have a great day.